clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Got it. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Alert. What you got, Heavy?
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. Got some room at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Chris Ivory taking it in. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Yeah, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson being chased out left. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He gives it up. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Walton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Walton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, Alpha. Mike. It's our time. It's our
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one, deep left, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Jones has it. Escapes the defender. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Walton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Walton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, he finds Kenny Britt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills cut into that lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check. 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Bang out. Bam.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Samuels, 60 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. 57's the mic.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught. A big play here for the Bills. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Topper!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play, 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check, 50. Check. I got you. Pop. Say.
On second down, Samuels finds a seam inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual. For the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
50 seconds to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, fellas.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.